Oh, hey, Internet. It's me, Will. I haven't done this in a long time. I thought I'd do it again. Because I got a lot of exciting stuff in the mail. And I just wanted to share it with all the virtual eyeballs out there. Starting with this is a black package. It is from Marlboro. My birthday is around the corner. Speaking of, happy birthday, Melissa Mims. Happy birthday, Shannon Kelly. Fellow Virgos. I talked to you already today, but again, I hope you're doing great. It came from Marlboro. Every year around my birthday, I get some kind of swag-ish stuff, promotional items from Marlboro. And it's not because I smoke or I'm a cowboy. It's because years ago, my sister used to work for GMR, which was kind of the marketing arm of Marlboro, and as a helpful thing to her, I signed up for their promotional thing, and now I'm like in this database forever. And it was sort of pre-internet, so I have no idea how to basically unsubscribe for it. But what happens is every year on my birthday, I get a weird black box. And now let's see what's in it this year. Here's a toast to my birthday from Marlboro, and here's two very odd woodcut coasters with the state of Virginia and my initials. So that's a thing. I don't know if they think I'm in like the Tidewater area or why my initials are down by Virginia Beach, or maybe it's just a design thing. This is the weird thing I got from Marlboro this year. Sometimes it's like a Zippo lighter. Sometimes they're like aviator sunglasses. This year, it's some woodchuck. Get one, plant one. Well, I like that. Coasters. So I guess what happens is Marlboro buys these from woodchuck. Excuse me, let me give them the proper thing. And when you buy one, they plant one. So that's cool. You know what? This is actually an okay gift from a megalomaniacal bad company. So I guess this represents 2 trees and 2 coasters now from my house. Thanks, Marlboro. Nothing else in that box. A toast for your birthday. Here's to the journey. Another year of another adventure. The new trails ahead and the ones you've always ridden with. Cheers. Love a giant marketing company. All right. This is from Oakland Park, Florida. I don't know what this is or what it is, how it's from, which is kind of a curious thing that happens sometimes around my birthday. So if this is something really weird and embarrassing, I'm sorry. But also we can discover this mystery together. I do love that it says do not bend like all over this, and yet it's bent. I'm all for like the Postal Service right now, but I'm saying what do we got? Oh man. I don't know really what this is. It looks like it's a promotional Filmation cell from He-Man. Although, thank you whoever got this for me. It does appear to be a computer print and not an actual animation cell. Still cool and much appreciated. I was talking the other day about how much He-Man factored into my early thinking in both a really amazing and negative way. What a weird thing. I'm gonna find out who sent me this because it's awesome, but also if they bought this thinking it was an original animation cell, it clearly is not. This is a very low resolution print at that. don't know if you can see how jagged the edges are on this, but it's a computer print on overhead transparency. But thanks, Mystery Cinder. Speaking of people I love and things I love, I'm being careful not to like show other people's addresses on this. I don't really care who has my address. It doesn't matter as much, but I'm not trying to put everybody else on blast. But it came from that awesome man, Mark P. Hensel, aka William Cardini, also known as the Mizard. If you guys aren't familiar with Mark's work, Mark is one of my favorite independent comic artists and buddy of mine and former roommate. He dwells both in the hyperverse and the way that he makes things, and as like sort of alter identity as the Mizard. It's one of those perfect things where you live the work and you are the work and all that kind of stuff. Mark, as on this one right here, the Mizard. Mark has been drawing these comics called Vortex and the Hyperverse and all that kind of good stuff for years, and they're perfect and they're beautiful, and you guys should check out his work. Not just because he was a friend and a roommate and all that kind of stuff, but it is genuinely like kind of Kirby-inspired weirdness, but on top of all this sort of Totally Wreck aesthetic. He's an Austin buddy, native of mine, original forever, and I love him and I love his work, and it's always unique and wonderful and often kind of like heartfelt in a mysterious way. So yeah, please check out his work. Mark was kind enough to sign and print that in there. But yeah, you can I think his website is still Hypercastle. If not, I'll put a link in the comments. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading these because they're always great and beautiful. And the black and white ones are great. But this one's like color. Mark rules. There's just nothing about Mark's work that I don't like. From when he was doing performance art pieces as Tartman to like this. It's all, God, it's just really beautiful. Look at that. Look at that beautiful madness. Mark, I love you. Thank you for those. Everybody should consider buying some. Support your friends. Support stuff you love. Speaking of friends, this is a thing I got. It was a mystery package at first till I read this thing that said, "Happy birthday, bitch," from Bo Foz, a ride or die friend. Sent this, which I do know what this is because it's already open, but I wanted to show it again because it's been a hot minute since I read an X-Men title. And this House of X has not disappointed. It's definitely a different take, and it kind of goes off the rails in some places, which I like. But it's really good. It's a really good X-Men read. If you, like me, haven't really revisited X-Men since Grant Morrison was writing that amazing run for them. And finally, last but not least, I got a letter from Nancy Pelosi. She writes me from time to time asking for advice. I really feel like since I went all kind of diehard AOC, things haven't really been as cool with me and Nancy. And rightfully so. No one's perfect. Also, just shout out to my Boy Scout knife from whenever, 1994, 5. Still holding it down. Let's see what Nancy had to say. She sent me this cool picture of her lecturing a fat child, which, isn't really a fair fight, because I feel like one half of that table isn't equipped to make really good decisions. What's Nancy have to say? Dear William, someone had to do it. Someone had to stand up to the bully in the White House and say, no, you cannot abuse your power, you cannot abandon your allies, and you cannot do Vladimir Putin's bidding from the Oval Office. And someone had to stand up for the Constitution, the rule of law, our national security, and the American people. That someone, Will, didn't have to be me. But as you can see, when President Trump hurled insults and personal attacks at me, I wasn't going to back down. His childish behavior was unbecoming of the President of the United States, but it didn't bother me personally. I got thick skin. Speaking of thick skin, I hear you're going to be 40. Here's the aging gracefully. Love, Nancy. Thanks, Nancy. I'll frame this. I'll put it up in my house. Well, guys, that's all I got. Thanks for tuning in as I open the mail. Maybe I'll do this more often. Maybe I won't. But everybody have an exciting evening and a happy, whatever, what's today? Wednesday. Stay safe. And finish!